At that time, I was having a reunion with campus friends. Coincidentally, our reunion event invited several famous singers as guest stars. Because the venue or reunion place was really noisy, lots of people came out of the venue just for nostalgia and chatted with other friends. As well as me, I and several friends decided to leave the venue to avoid the noise. Then we chatted because we hadn't seen each other for a long time. When I chatted, I found that 80% of them were unhappy, and I was one of those 80%. Some of them said it felt like I was wasting my life, which was already halfway over, or I didn't know what to do with this life. Okay, a little story. I studied at one of the universities with the best psychology department in Indonesia, and almost all of my friends were people from Burpri village, rich people, people who have positions, and people with high education. Not only that, many of them have more than one wife or husband, many of them even have doctoral degrees. Strangely enough, 80% of them are not happy all the time. Are the 20% happy? When I chat with the 20%, the thing that differentiates them is that they already know what they have to do in their lives because they already know 5 things, namely who they are, what they do for whom they do it, that's what they want and what they get from what they give. Therefore, I hope that after you listen to my video or podcast you can find your life's purpose. Of course, we as humans always think and worry about what our lives will be like. What do we do in the future? What are our goals and will we be happy in the future? Actually, to find our life's purpose, there are lots of ways we can find them. There are lots of them in magazines, there are lots of seminars, and on YouTube, I found lots of videos about how to find your life purpose. Even yesterday, I saw on the list of digital books in this world there were 151,928 books that teach about how to find the purpose of life. And from all that access, most people still haven't found their purpose in life. And also I know some people who spend their whole lives just to find out what their purpose is and still can't find it. And we all agree that living without direction or without a goal is in vain or not worth it. Now we are getting to the material. Remember who they are, what they are doing, for whom they are doing it, what they want and what they want. Who gets what they give? Okay, now to answer the first question I will ask, and I will count to 5 to give you a chance to answer the question. What is your name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the first question is finished and that's you. Now let's move on to the second question. What do you do or what activities do you like? Do you like writing, cooking, playing guitar, playing games, design, teaching, coding, counting, fighting, politics? What activities do you like, and if you like doing lots of things, you should try to rearrange them, summarize them, make them simple, and you just try to choose one thing if you are confused. I have one way. You can ask yourself a question, namely what knowledge or activity do you feel you have mastered enough to be able to teach that to other people? I will count to 5 while you think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the answer to the second question. Then who are you doing it for? Try thinking in your head. I count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth question, what does that person want or desire from you? I count again to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the last thing? Will that person change from the things you gave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you put the 5 answers together into one sentence. Do you know what the 5 questions mean? 2 questions about you and 3 questions about other people. Actually, these questions are asked you to look outside because most of us humans, we are selfish and narcissistic creatures. We often spend time looking inside ourselves, and that is some of the reasons why we are not happy. Just like those 20% of people, they know who their life is for. And if you know that according to research, great people care much more about other people than they care about themselves. For example, yesterday he tried to make a vaccine even though his family was pretending to be you. He was also pretending to be you and the people others. Yes, I can't give many examples because it's too long for great people. For them, happiness is making other people happy by doing things that make other people feel safe and comfortable for them. If they can make other people happy, they will live more. And if you realize that when we chat with foreigners, usually we will be asked where we study or work, bro, and sometimes it's difficult for us to answer that, even though we actually have a fixed answer. Yes, I'm majoring in psychology, or I'm a business consultant, or I'm an entrepreneur, but because sometimes we feel that what we are doing now is not what we want, and sometimes that feeling makes us feel and think negatively. We become negative, thinking that the purpose of the person asking us is to flex or show off. We think that he feels that his life is better good from us. Then if someone asks something like that, we have to answer. How can you answer with your answers in numbers 4 and 5? If I might answer, I help entrepreneurs and creative people to be able to make big decisions. Maybe some of my students will see this video and I can think about what their answer was. I remember some people who were quite prominent in my class. I help girls to be braver in facing harassment. I design nice clothes to make disabled people more confident. I help children to find their dreams. My goal is that they are not like me. I help people to appear more confident. I help fresh graduates to find jobs, and so on. When you already know the answers to those 5 questions, you can remove a little of the fog that is on your path to the future. In the future, and when your fog is gone, you can help other people to get rid of their fog. That's it. Okay, that's all from our lecture today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.